platoon of ghouls?
Ghouls and skeletons and zombies.
Ghouls and their boys.
The boys are back in town. Technically, it wasn't in town, but that's not how that works. Ah. That's not how it works at all.
And then Crutches got in a duel.
I did.
Yeah, and then he played Dark Magician and won.
Please don't actually play as Dark Magician.
Yeah, he got
That's
into a
true.
duel, yes. He got into a fine duel. Hope it was worth it. But now you're at Castle Ravenloft. I need to... Whoop. Oh, my hands are all gooey. And don't say it.
Butter boy.
No. You can't just go around calling people butter boy. Point is, you arrive at a fine castle. Not at all set down by butter boy. A slim fog crawls across the high towers, making them seem far taller than they are. As your cart rolls in over the wooden exterior, what's it called again?
The drawbridge?
The drawbridge. The drawbridge. I haven't used that word in a hot second. The second you cross over the drawbridge, it is immediately pulled up again, closing with a soft thud. Your fine wagon stops a short distance into the fine place, with Crucius being spun around a bunch.
Yeah.
Your employer, Anthony Foxglove, is excited to be here. Excited to finally get to it. Almost at the end, one could say. Almost there. Alright. Well, what's your name again? Martha. What's it looking like out there?
It looks like we've got a welcoming party. So, I'll just mosey on close to the entrance, as close as allowable for carts. And, then, want me to lead, or do you want to, go out on your own?
I want to be the one to shake the hands and make the introductions.
Alright, all you, boss.
Anthony steps out of the cart with remarkable dignity. He straightens himself out. He gets the final bits of dust and dirt that he got from that last fight. Then he cracks his knuckles and steps forward with broad steps. He looks a little stiff walking like it. He looks a little stiff walking like that, but hey, whatever suits his fancy. What do you all
Some
do?
people like... I'm going with him. He is my charge. I will walk alongside him.
Shaska will also follow, but Martha will stay on the cart until called for.
Your employer firmly throws his hand into the hands of Varadi and gives it a firm shake. Mr. Radin stands there coldly and unamused, perhaps glad this is probably the last time he'll ever have to see you guys. Wouldn't that just be great?
He's probably disappointed that we made it.
You know, yeah, probably.
Yeah, you probably can't find that one in place.
You know, I leave those ghouls alive so people like you don't make it here.
My goodness. Ugh. Standing beside this fine gentleman are several delightful armed and armored guards, standing at full attention. Motionless. Well then, I guess we should attend to the dinner arrangements for the evening. As he turns around and walks towards the door is open as if automatically, allowing you access further into the structure.
Alright, time for Martha to follow, since the doors are open.
Also, how long have we been resting? Would we get our stamina points back?
Stamina's like 10 minutes. Yes, it's been 10 minutes. You've got time to take a breather.
Just wanted to make sure I wasn't doing anything naughty. Oh wait, we leveled up anyway.
Yeah. Oh.
Renewed vigor! Delilah and her unbeatable 8 stamina points.
She is a tank of stamina.
Don't forget, the casting a 2-action harm gives you +8. But only for healing. Not for hurting. Look at that green number. Your basic con mod. Please excuse the webbings. That part of the cleaning has yet to happen. Please go down south towards the double doors located on your right. Mr.
Double doors on
Strahd is
our-
waiting.
Someone else is waiting, I believe.
Delilah, the doors behind you close with a boom. Also, guess what? I figured out how to make vision work, so you're getting a custom vision. Monochrome.
Monochromatic.
Yes, Delilah can now monochromatically see in certain areas, if I did that correctly. Let's see if this works. Nope. It takes a minute for me to get it right. I don't know why. Oh,
Also,
it's because
where
monochrome.
did
It's because monochrome only works if you assign an actual color, even if it's like
Where'd
really
Foxglove
faint.
go?
where'd Precious go?
Well, I went down to the right because I thought that's where Foxglove had gone.
You mean
I don't see his token.
Foxglove is here.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I didn't see him.
and to our right would be up with this.
No, as we look forward, right would be down, Bella.
Okay. Never mind.
Again,
I
the-
am.
Again, the doors swing open. The potent smell of freshly baked bread, of finely made cakes, of juicy meat just waves out of the room as you are greeted by an ornate feasting hall. Calling this a dining room would undersell the culinary experience that has been placed so firmly atop a well-set table with many silken, soft chairs around it. Oops. Let's see. 3 enormous crystal chandeliers provide the lighting for the room, hanging overhead. Pillars of stone stand against marble walls. Many statues of brave warriors and fighters in various poses adorn the chamber as well. And covering almost the entire west wall is a fantastic dining hall organ, upon which sit several marble statues of figures reaching to the skies, of angels with wings. Truly an impressive bit of work, if you care about that kind of stuff. Behind the organ sits a man who is playing it, who immediately turns when the doors are opened and a man steps through. I see that my guests have arrived. Mr. Anthony Foxglove, I presume. The two shake hands briefly, and then the attention turns to you. Mind if I ask who your retainers are? May I have the courtesy of an introduction?
If Hotglass not gonna start, I will start for myself. I am Martha Hall, and this is my faithful companion Sheska.
Look at that little beggar boy.
He just goes like full loving mode on the dog.
Now, come on, man. Listen. I can't stop thinking about that gif with the pup going all like waddle waddle.
I'm just imagining Strahd all regal and uptight, sees this dog, just like vampire flash steps over to the dog. He's just like, oh my god, I love her.
He's a little pupino, little puppet, little pupperini, little freshly made pupsker. Anyway, Mr. Strahd notices that you are. You said you. How clean are you? Like, you have all this nature knowledge. How much nature is on you from let's say business suit to druid?
Well, I'd say at least I'd wipe my feet, but we've just we're dressed up because we bought clothes. To,
Yeah, we bought the fancy
I wipe my
clothes.
feet.
Yeah. So my
So we
feet are white.
put an effort in.
Shasta is leaving little, tippy tap trails
Little
behind her.
tippy tap trails.
Because
Oh, I can't stop thinking about those little tippy taps. Little waddle as he leaves a little trail, and at some point Shaska turns around and it's like, who left those?
where did those come from?
Those weren't here when
That
I walked
wasn't
through.
me.
Must be another pupper.
And Shashka opens a little puppy maw and tries to bite your leg. It's okay. There's something weird going on. There's footprints everywhere.
Someone's following me.
Look, they're so close. Their footprints end right behind me.
Having a little existential crisis.
Just walks little circles trying to find them. May I ask who your other compatriots are?
And Delilah just kind of give a little head nod. Just like, don't
Cruise.
really need much more information.
I
The
see.
angel, well, the angel descendant is just feeling uncomfortable for some reason.
Why would that be?
I don't know, and she doesn't either. She just does.
How strange. There's no reason to be
Yeah,
uncomfortable
she's trying to
around
figure that
here.
out, actually.
There's no reason to be uncomfortable around here. Just some professionals being professional, as they say.
And she just nods her head. Crucius. While going back to trying to figure out exactly why her angel nature is unhappy.
I see. Well then, quite a collection of individuals, I must say. Now then, if I may be so bold, would you like to partake at my dinner table? The
Of
table
course.
was not set for no reason, after all.
It would be impolite to deny.
Shasta, mind your table manners. Bark, bark.
Broth proof.
Speaks
A little-
doggo.
Little doggy bowl for Shaska. Like a leg of ham in it.
Please do not tempt me with the beautiful mental image of a dog and a leg of ham. Going like a little itty bitty chompy chomps. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. I can't. Anthony too takes a seat. At some point, Rahadin walks in and stays by the door. This tiny metal ball of sharp knives and spikes keeps floating around the room as well.
Oh,
making
great,
lots
we're
of
in
that noise.
Phantasm.
Making those Jetson car noises as it scoots around.
Seriously, this is the Phantasm ball. I don't trust it.
If you
Just a
have
speedy
issues,
little ball. It's just a speedy little ball.
it's
With
just
knives on it.
it's. Are you afraid that it's gonna cut you? I'm pretty sure if that was a problem, it would have cut itself 1,000 times. It's the one made of metal here, after all. So how do you participate in these particular circumstances? Since for the most part, it's one of those situations where do you talk? Do you not talk? They start having like
I'm-
friendly conversations about places they've been.
I mean, I'll talk, though Crucius, of course, would be a little nervous. She's not exactly the best of the talking sort.
I can't believe you became a pal and you don't have any interpersonal skills. Gosh darn it.
She has some. She just prefers to, paladin through helping people directly.
I don't have to talk nice if I save your life.
Yeah, usually you're pretty happy then.
Well, anyway.
Oh, wait, I forgot to get my archetype stuff.
Yup. Good job. Well, over the course of the evening, the conversation will, of course, go towards exactly where you're from, what you've done, why apparently you were hired for this job instead of individuals who at least dress a little more appropriate for the situation.
Hey, we're dressed appropriately.
I'm wearing pants. You can't fool me, pupper. You're nude.
Actually, I figured out what I was taking Marshall.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Marshall?
my archetype. I took Marshall.
Ah, yes. The inspiring stance.
Yeah. It's good.
If that's what you want.
Yeah, I'm taking inspiring stance.
If that is what thou desireth, that is what thou gettest. There's lots of THs in there and I don't like it. Point is, once this is all been taken care of, your archetype, I mean.
Yep, I already added the trained in diplomacy. How do I add it to the list?
Trained in how do you add diplomacy to your skills?
No, how do I add the archetype?
Well, if
Just drag it from
there
the
are
compendium.
feats, yeah, the feats technically contain all those things. Because they're not full classes, so you just look up
Yeah.
martial, and then you'll find the martial dedication, and you'll find the martial stances.
Okay, I'm handling it. But you can keep going while I just drag these over.
Well, if you're asking, well, I guess I can't speak for, Chris or Delilah, but I can speak for myself. My last job, I was handling a tax collector, actually. The overzealous one, really rude, was not doing kind for the tax. So, me and, a band of fellow mercenaries who I ran with at the time, uh, we kindly nudged him out.
I see. Problem solving, I see.
Yes, I do.
Mind if I ask how the dog is involved in these proceedings?
Shaska
She's-
is.
Shaska is
Yeah.
adorable.
There's that. But Shaska helps me, track through nature. Shaska helps me in combat. Obviously, look at her. And just all sorts of little fun things any companion dog would help me with.
Any papino? Bark
Bubble.
bork. I see. And Miss Delilah, was it?
Yes.
What were you doing before you were put into charge of this man?
Mostly wandering aimlessly, kind of looking for answers, I guess. But yeah, that's a bit personal to get into over the dinner table.
Personal reasons. Not a wandering
Yeah.
bard, a free spirit. Denouncing the comforts of modern civilization, while at the same time gleefully partaking in them. And then there is the one. Is Crucius wearing full plate? No, scale mail.
Scale mail, I believe. Let me double check.
Gosh.
Scale, yeah, not full.
And so we come to the only person here who is. How do people say it in the common tongue? In the parlance of the commoners? Yes, yes. Decked out.
Just imagining Strahd say that now.
As he says that he has like a glass of wine that he swirls around.
You look fully sick, bro.
What were
You look totes sweet.
What were you preoccupied with before you were put in charge of this individual's safety?
Similar things before. I've worked as a bounty hunter, a barrister. The local areas tend to appreciate my abilities with the law.
Sounds to me like you are individuals who are more than willing to assist with a minor legal issue.
Sounds about right.
I may or may not have a minor set of problems that need taken care of. Affairs, one might call them.
Oof, affairs. I don't really meddle with those. I mean, like, you do
Wrong
you.
kind of affair.
Uh,
Not that kind, Martha.
I happen to own a significant stake in a nearby winery producing some of the finest wine of the valley. But it has recently fallen under siege of wolves and other such unpleasantries of nature. My investment under siege, I would most appreciate if someone would be willing to help. After all, Barovia does not have a standing army. It is not like my neighbors have much interest in saying hello.
now if it's a wolf troll, yeah. Wait, just be sure it is a wolf. Because last time we were told it was a wolf. It was actually a barghast. So,
Fool us once and all that.
It is possible that they are werewolves. After all, normal wolves do not attack together with trees and vines.
there it is.
Could be Timberwolves.
Justin Timberwolf. Well,
Gonna
you
break.
edgy enough for that? Yes, I would appreciate some minor assistance in such an area, if you are willing to offer.
It's not so much.
Crucius is going to take a look at the boss man because that's our contractual employer. Want to make sure we're not reneging on a deal.
He looks over at your boss man, and boss man is like,
Wasted.
no. He's like,
Again.
I'm pretty sure I'm safe with, on my own in a fortified location like this.
Then I have nothing else to do.
Yeah, as long as it's a little more than an offering, it's not just us offering services.
Offering services would usually
Mind
involve.
elaborating.
Oh my god.
I'm just wondering if,
We're helping our employer with this. We'll see what happens after.
Yeah. We're here to make it look like.
Martha gets a little kick under the
Good
table.
Well, since you are heading that direction, perhaps you can take care of a few other minor errands then. They are but minor errands, nothing that requires, what's it called? Too much of your time. I happen to own, what is it called? A skull. Of a dragon, no less.
I was about to say, please no dragons.
I believe that this skull has been attracting some minor misfortune, hence why my winery has fallen under attack. I wish for you to deliver it back from whence it came. Though it is a ruin, it is only the fair thing to do.
to transport the dragon skull
Mm.
on our way to the winery.
Yes, you must deliver it to a place known as Argon was told. It is but a short detour when you were heading over to the winery anyway. By the way, I know that you're taking notes, but there are what I like to call goal sheets that I made specifically for this purpose.
Alright.
So all the details are in there, like the experience awards and all that. Finally,
Fine, I guess I just won't take notes then. Go on.
finally, I know that this is a bit of a, what is it called? thing that nobles tend to do is they hire adventurers to take care of weird and esoteric quests. And I would like to sponsor such a quest. Seems like fun. So, I have heard that under Lake Zarovich lies some sort of ruin. A mystical ruin of elven wizards where great powerful relics may be found. Perhaps you would humor a man and take a look.
Adventurers guilds are typically a very lucrative business. For those who remain alive, at least.
Yes, yes, but I simply want you to take a look underneath Lake Zarovich and see if there are any ruins down there. All the way to the bottom. Now then, you see him carefully cut a small slice of a cake and take a bite.
I'll take a
Hell
chip and eat it.
Don't do that to me! That's a criminal crime with a capital K.
Got him.
I must say you are quite polite to immediately offer your services when they are requested. Where would a man like myself be without the generosity of your kind?
I'm just gonna look towards Delilah and Kirsten and be like, "You're up front, Cappy, right? You up front?
Yes.
All right."
Relatively.
Since in agreement, what would pay look like?
God damn it.
You watch as you know how when people put like their hand on their chest, like they feign that they're insulted. That's what he does. He puts his hand like on his chest, like, "Oh my, you were to accuse me of withholding payment?
Oh
You
no,
would
no,
imply that I am not a gracious and generous host who is willing to compensate you for your fair time and effort."
I would never imply such a thing. I'm just curious what our services
I see.
amount for
I
once we
see.
figure
I guess I should say that the egg is, in that circumstance, upon my own face. I have great wealth. I can easily provide you with something you desire, or, if you desire something less of the materialistic nature, I do have an entire country at my disposal. If what you desire is more of a structure you wish built, or a person you wish found, or a question you wish answered.
Delilah
Yes.
squints at that last one.
Oh, he does have a smile directed at you.
He's your dad.
I don't know that.
This is the part where I pull something up because I really do like referencing the sheet to make sure that what I promise isn't completely blowing out of the water nutsos. Core rulebook. Rewards. Tell me, my video game.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
How many gold pieces do I award them all? You know what? He offers you a cool 100 gold pieces ahead for this job. For the wine job.
The
You said-
wine job sounds like a high.
It sounds like a movie.
It sounds like,
Yeah.
well, it's gonna be probably more of a zombie movie, just sounding by the fact that it's under siege, but...
Wait. The wine job, wouldn't that just be the sequel to the Italian job?
The drunk Italian job, yes.
Crucius does ask one thing, though. Can the castle smith, which I know there usually is one, take a look at my weapons? They received some damage on the way here.
We can definitely take care of such business, yes. I have a
all
fine
I need.
blacksmith in my employ.
That's all I needed.
Do you want to hand it off? Rahadin can take it over immediately if you wish.
I'll take it. I like to get the lay of the land as it is.
As you wish. As you wish. As for the delivery of that fine bone, I happen to have something that might suit your good-hearted nature. What is it? Yes, it is a fine silvered blade. I received from a fine gentleman for my services. Oh no. General Crucius thoughts. That guy isn't touching my sword. He offers you what is, by the sounds of it, a cool magic sword. Now that I can
Ooh.
refocus again for 5 seconds.
I
Perked
bet
up angel.
Rahadin would be all about
Cool,
touching
cool,
people's
holy
swords.
magic sword, basically.
I am literally holy.
Well, now your sword can be holy too. You can mix and match
I wonder how he got it, but
by smooching
Yeah.
lots of people.
You kiss enough babies, you get a magic sword. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
If you kiss enough baby, your alignment becomes good.
That's how Richard Nixon did it.
I may be the sole reason that the American economy is going to fucking die, but
That's
on the
Reagan.
plus side, I kissed babies.
That was Reagan, not Nixon.
Listen, I can't keep your bullshit money grubbing presidents apart because they're basically the same person every time.
I mean,
Back
I'm
then
pretty
they
sure
weren't.
Pretty sure Nixon did some shit as well, but
He did some shit, but his was less economic and more. I just really want to win.
I will eat a baby to win. It's like, I guess eating is just a really aggressive kiss.
I just kissed you too hard.
the
I get-
full contact kiss.
So I guess he
yeah,
wins.
for
He
Nixon,
kissed
you
enough
gotta go
babies. Kissed a baby so hard it vanished.
Hmm.
As for the ruin, well, you know, he'll pay you fair market price for the items you recover. Or if you manage to bring back proof that there is no such ruin, they'll just pay you a tidy sum of 100.
reasonable.
Yes. More than reasonable. If you require goods and services, know that the Vistani of this land are well acquainted with me, and are one of the better places to acquire your goods, unlike some of the more paranoid villages around here.
Okay.
It is good to know that business is being taken care of. Arrangements have been made, and that tomorrow we will begin the long and festive activity known as negotiations. He leans back with a content smile on his face. Is that a dog or a fox that's taking a bite out of a pupper?
Dog.
I like
can't-
the dog.
You can't.
Dogs. They're smooching.
I know that that's how dogs give kisses. Say they bite each other's muzzles because that's what wolves do too.
Yeah.
It's just so silly. Like one of them always looks sad about it, and the other one always looks like, I guess I'm doing this right now.
Neither of them ever looks like they're enjoying it.
Man, I love those floppy dogs here. They're so great. They're always so soft. Smoochable. Little napkins. Martha, is Shashka doing anything during this whole long, boring dinner conversation?
Does Shaska have a bowl of food?
You know that dogs eat pretty dang fast, right?
Yeah. Well, when Shaska got her food, she I assume it was in a fancy metal bowl, which she knocked over, let the food spill on the floor, eat it, and then after they're done inhaling whatever meat was provided, would just kind of sit and stare at Strahd as he spoke throughout the whole conversation.
Well, the evening progresses about as well as it could, upon which Mr. Strahd offers you a night's stay at his castle. After all, it's late at night. Dangerous to go outside right now.
I can sure
Cool
use a nap.
castle thing.
Also, Crucius needs to deliver that sword of his. Hers.
Get it all magicked.
Listen, I don't know what the heckin' deal is, but there are two champions in my games, and both of them, I keep misgendering them.
Keep thinking we're each other.
No, they're both
No.
girls.
Yeah, both girls.
Like that picture of like say you're a lesbian. It's like girls at the end.
Girls.
I'm a lesbian. Well then, Crucius. The rest of the gang will eventually be shown their room, but for now, you will be shown to where supposedly a blacksmith's hanging out.
Hopefully.
For this, you are escorted by none other than that little metal ball that hovers around you.
I'm watching the Phantasm Orb.
Listen, it makes a fun
Never
little
seen-
scooty scoot noise as it flies around.
Boo, 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 boo.
Oh no.
Oh my god, it's a Scooty Puff Jr.
So I got a question about that Fiend's Bane thing of yours.
Yeah.
So, how aware does it just make you ambiently of things being or not being fiends?
It doesn't say I know anything ambiently.
Cool. No, this is why why that automatic detect evil thing was included with paladins back in the day. And stop being rotated. Oh, gosh, my mouse is just messing this up.
Wee.
Also, if I consider the Fiend good, I don't have to kill it.
I just want to point out that the sentence in specific. Let me just point this out. The sentence in specific is, where is it? In the incredibly unlikely event you can find a good fiend, despite the fact, not that they were obviously grilled, but there is, in War of the Righteous, a good fiend that you're supposed to trust on face value. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Shows up out of nowhere.
So Paizo, here's a stick. Ram it up your ass in terms of setting cohesion. You blew it. You blew it. You can't.
Oh, there's the other.
You can't fool me now, Paizo.
I mean, that's probably a catch-all for that kind of situation where there's a very plot important NPC that you shouldn't kill on sight.
Smooch them, please.
Also, if I don't believe I have a chance to succeed, then I don't do it.
Listen.
Yeah, you're not like old Cavaliers.
Listen, if the fiend in question was like this big greasy ball of lard, I don't think you have much to worry about. You're shown around the castle with this little floaty orb until eventually you arrive at quite the interesting place. It's, well, the cart's here. There's another cart here too, but point is, there is a hammer that just floats and keeps banging on a piece of metal. One could call it an unseen servant, if they were smart enough to figure that out. There's this little ball. Have any form of telepathy? I recall, and this was kind of this was like a super important deal in Emerald Spire has a section where you meet up with an augur, and he's like, "Fuck, I can't talk," and he just starts scratching words into the wall. But I guess they can just talk now. Cool. Really love having to deal with those creative problem-solving situations. You know, really love it when I just get handed everything on a plate so I can go to your combat engine and start whacking things. Oh wait, it still can't speak any language. It's just that these fucking sheets on Foundry cannot accommodate for that. Listen, why does it say custom? Just put in special language, can't talk. Ugh. Anyway, I do love the picture for this ball, because it is just a fucking ball of ouchies and sharp things. Get a load of this thing. Look at how extra he
Wow.
is.
I would not like to run into that.
My boy's been rolling around in the silverware drawer.
Okay, now you see why I was concerned about it.
Do not touch him.
There is no point where it is not pointing a knife at me.
Now, the fun thing this thing can do is it can spin around real quickly and then just take move actions and hurt things along the way. Just a little bouncy spinny ball.
It's a yo-yo of doom.
Anyway, the fine creature shows you that invisible hammer that's like going. So if you would like to hand it off now, so you can go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to communicate with the hammer to make sure it understands about my sword, to be careful with that shit.
You don't get any answer back, but you think they got it maybe? Mm.
Yeah, I'll leave my sword and shield here and hope for the best, I guess.
By the way, apparently this thing is 1 foot in diameter and weighs 30 pounds. This little floaty ball, so you can kick him, punt him, real good.
Football.
Football
sure
will
you
tear
aim
your
it
shoe
right.
apart, but
Football too.
after this delivery has been made, I assume you're just gonna go back to your room unless you want to take a look around. You're in a place you weren't before. It's like a
I'm
back.
just gonna take a little look around.
It's like a back door here and a portcullis that leads to this place with a nice flower bed.
It's a pretty nice little place, I guess.
Yep. The little ball though does start to like urge you as you take a look around and you've delivered your sword and it's not now getting hammered and all that. It starts like hovering real close, like move, 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 scoot, scoot, scoot.
Fine, don't cut me.
Oh my god, it has a land speed, which implies this thing can roll on the ground as well as fly.
It's a dagger yo-yo ball.
Why did they make the auger the most silly thing possible?
Well, you see, when you get edgy enough,
When you get enough edges, eventually you just start rolling, rolling, rolling.
Yeah,
Gotta
this is
keep
what
up.
happens when Delilah's edge just collapses in on itself.
to an edgy neutron star.
Okay, something went horribly, horribly wrong. Give me 5 seconds. There we go. Now that's ambient light.
Yeah. Oh, we're in a bedroom. Well, we're in a sitting room.
You are indeed inside of a bedroom. A bedroom, if one wishes. A very fine, not a bedroom. The bedroom is like adjacent. You're inside of a fine lounge sitting area with a whole bookcase full of books. God, alright, damn. See, well, with all the swords, you'll pick up stuff eventually. Your employer straightens out his coat and is like, things are going great.
Typically, Martha, with nobles, you discuss the payment afterwards.
I mean, I'm used to the upfront kind of thing, and I asked if you guys were upfront, and you said yeah.
I didn't know what kind of upfront you were trying to go back to.
Well, this is a promising lesson.
I have to say, I'm very, very excited to get going, finally. Soon I can leave this terrible land, and it's... Ugh. Ugh. It's so unpleasant.
There do seem to be a strange amount of deadly, unalive creatures.
Yeah, notice that too.
Well, don't
What do you
blame-
think about all that, Delilah? You got a good look at them. You're the more magic person.
Honestly, I wasn't super keeping an eye on magic. The whole place seemed kind of magically charged to an extent, but I just really got a bad vibe from the guy. But maybe that's just because he's, rich and in charge.
I had the same kind of feeling, though I don't know if it was from him. I just sort of felt uneasy.
Aside from just his attitude, he seemed fine for me. But
The two magic people are both staring at the human.
But I'll, diverge to your judgment, or however that saying goes.
Well, I'm sure that you can all make yourself nice and at home in this side room. Plenty of warm couches and sofas to lie upon, better than what we've been so far. I'm going to make myself at home in the nice bedroom space. And I'll see you guys, well, maybe not in the morning. I don't know when you guys are planning to set out, but I'll see you at some point.
Alright, well, take care.
All right. So, just want to go to bed, see what happens in the morning. Or what's the plan, kids and cadets?
Well, I need to go get my sword and that silvery magic one.
The boss is in bed. Post pictures of shark bait. Mods are asleep.
Mods are asleep. Post bait.
Post her squinting that she doesn't understand what she's looking at.
But Safi, you are mods.
That you
Safi
figured
falls
out my,
asleep.
my vile and evil trick. Alright, well, so I just want to try to get some sleep. Handsome.
I think rest is required. We had a long time getting here.
Yeah, no kidding.
To have a seat in the comfortably warm room next to the huge window that overlooks the place. It's got a great. What a view! What a mansion! You try to get yourself some sleep. But there's something weird. You can't quite get to sleep. It's hard to fall asleep, to be specific. For one, your tongue gets this salty taste to it. Constantly.
Ew.
And then there's the fact that you feel like you're drowning seconds before you properly fall asleep. Almost
What?
universally causing you to jerk awake.
That's awful.
Yeah, that sucks.
Seconds before you finally go into proper sleepy land, you feel as if all the air in your lungs has been replaced by this heavy, salty water that stings on the inside, keeping you awake throughout the evening. And awake. And awake.
Yeah, after enough times, I'm not even bothering to sleep. I'm just gonna just.
This is the point that you hear the little tippy taps.
Of shark bait.
No, not. Well, I appreciate your go get 'em attitude. It's not baby tea bait. You hear tippy taps outside front of the door, and they're like a tiny little hand, really low on the door, goes knock 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 knock.
Alright. Click, click. Ew.
Like a creature lower than your not even doesn't even come up to your waist. There's this tiny metal man wearing a little funny costume, like a jester costume. And he waves his
What
little
are
hand at
you?
you.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a rude thing to say to someone.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
He puts his
Pocket.
hand on his chest, takes on an exaggerated yet fancy posture, and says, "I am Pedalwick the Second."
Nice to meet you, Pedalwick the Second. How? What brings you by?
Well, you're new, and I like new things. New things are different.
We are.
Would you like to come and play?
Oh god. I would like
Are,
to play a game.
are Delilah and Tricious awake at this point, or are they just? Well, I mean, I assume they're awake. It's just,
Yeah, we're all
are they?
awake, right?
Yeah, are they
Yeah.
bothering?
Martha has a sword, right?
Yeah.
Crucius has borrowed it for the night because she doesn't have hers.
I kind of look at you cradling my sword.
Nah, I just lean against the chair I'm in.
So you guys want to play a game? There's nothing else to do while we not sleep.
Oh,
Not particularly. This seems like an awful idea.
What kind of game, small person?
I just want to show you something. Something real interesting.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
Are
just
there knives?
it's just up these stairs, actually. I forgot to mention this because I'm stupid. But Strahd technically told you not to go below the ground. None of it. Don't access his basements. Don't wander around the castle too much, and don't go upstairs. Like, please stick to your designated area. So.
Ah.
He's
Well,
like,
at this point, I have no reason to doubt him as a lawful authority.
he's just a little baby man. He's like, hey, come and follow me, please. Come on, man.
Good old Piddlebomb II. We've been instructed not to go upstairs.
Oh, come on. What harm can it be? How would anyone even know? I don't hear a single soul. And he puts his hand near his ear and is like, I don't hear a single person.
I'm not even a
Well-
mage, and I could tell you 3 different ways they could tell what we're doing right now.
Well, he's got me there. I'm just gonna. Actually, I'm a. First, I'm a snag my sword from Crusty. Be like, hey, I'm just gonna.
If you're not coming,
This is a poor idea to go against the lord of the castle.
I mean, realistically, it is a poor idea. But I mean, I'm not sleeping, so
That makes it
Yeah,
better,
I got-
apparently.
I just back out the door.
Hey, you can just go and say, "Hey, Mr. Strahd, how about you make it possible to sleep in your castle?"
Yeah, is there a sleep switch?
You cross your
Delilah, can,
arms, and you're like, "I'm a cool boy."
Delilah, can you cast sleep?
No, I don't think so.
Gosh darn it!
Shame.
If only you had that incredibly broken spell that lets you sleep when you shouldn't.
That spell that in every edition is either incredibly broken or incredibly not.
Incredibly useless.
In 5e, it's actually remarkably powerful because it's like 5d8 worth of theoretical damage. Ugh.
In 3.5, there are just so many things that are immune to it.
Well, no, it's meant to be a low-level spell for low-level adventurers, during which it's actually pretty good.
Unless you're into elves.
Well, yeah, but you know, you're not generally speaking always only fighting elves, so that's kind of the idea behind spells like that. But
Yeah.
the point is, Baby Tabella's little man's like, "Hey, want to follow me up these cool stairs?"
I'm just gonna be like, if I'm not back in like a couple minutes, like a reasonable amount of minutes, come find me. Find my body at least.
I feel like they're going to invent unmarked vans that give out candy for Bella.
Just for Bella.
They're going to call them the Bella Mobiles. It's an ironic title because she's not going to be mobile anymore.
I'm bringing Shaska with me.
Here I was thinking that maybe you'd bring over, you know, something that wasn't Shashka, but I guess, you know, you've got an animal companion, you gotta bring him everywhere. Puppo's like, "I'm here, yay." Just tippy-tapping up the stairs.
Hey, unless told otherwise, Shaska follows me.
I got a question though. What kind of stair dog is he? Does he like hop up or does he like go one step at a time?
Uh,
And then slip
Right.
and slide all the way down.
probably,
Gets the front paws up on the step and then wiggles the back ones to try to lift himself up.
yeah, Shaska is small, so they probably,
Hoppies.
try to run up.
Doing, 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 doing.
After a good, actually, let me see how many stairs this is, cause you know, as someone who's walked plenty of stairs, it can be very tiring to walk plenty of stairs.
I'm
No, it's
posting
only
options.
it's only like 20 feet. So it's only like a floor or two. Oh yeah, that. What the hell is that last one?
Secret strats.
That poor pupper that Thomas rolled and then that weirdo just tongue hops. Gosh darn it.
Also, as this one here shows, puppers are invincible.
Bark, 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 bark.
The fun thing about cartwheeling is that apparently it's not so bad. That poor boy.
He's like, what happened? Going back up.
Hello, Weenie. You're such a Weenie. Anyway, you walk up 20 flights, 20 feet of flight of stairs, and eventually reach the second floor, and he keeps walking up, during which he'll sing you a little rhyme. A little sonnet, actually. Because why not? Maybe it's
Because sonnets are dumb.
Well, first off, he does like start talking about how he knows this cool bird lady that was around there a while ago. She went away. He thinks she got caught. And I wrote a rhyme about it. You want to hear it?
Sure. I'm caught by what?
Well, the rhyme says it all. Here we go.
Where am I, boss?
There's a bird in a cage. There's a bird in cage, stuck below the boards, held by a mage, held by his wards. Poor thing knew too much, sold them for a penny. The nice at first blush, the dark art's that uncanny. If only she knew of their dark plot, to put her on skew and boil her in pot. Perhaps a friend in these silly times, even Ravenloft can fall through truthful finds. And then he like puts his hands to his side and is like, "Man, I'm so smart. I'm a little baby man, but I'm super smart. I made a rhyme."
Tiny big brain.
That was indeed a good rhyme. Did you work for Strahd?
puts his little fingy on his little mouth and goes, "Ooh." I don't know if you like the answer to that question. You want to
I
know why I
actually
would
don't know
like the
which.
answer? Because I
I don't.
don't. Then he sticks out this flap that. It's a flap of cloth. You're pretty sure it's supposed to be a tongue, but, it's very sophisticated mechanics for something that has no serviceable purpose on a machine. Is that another dog going down the stairs? Oh my god, is that? That is how a lot of dogs with short legs tend to do it.
I love corgis.
I think my sister's dog does that too. I think my old dribble did it too. So,
Corgis are amazing.
well, no, it's Shibas that are little scamps.
Well, corgis are just the happiest thing to ever be made.
The little pedal like is like, I would really prefer to really like it if someone were to go and save my little bird friend. They were so nice, and they know how to use a cool thing that Strahd has in the basement. Ow! Ooh! Ah! Oh fuck! Holy hell!
What have you
You
done?
okay? Is that
You
her?
alright?
So this happens sometimes, and it fucking hurts.
What just
Oh.
happened?
So, you know, it's my leg. It's like my calf muscle, and I just tore it.
Oh.
Are you sure you tore it, or did you knot it?
I don't know what knotting means, but what I know is
Because that happens to me sometimes. We get like a single spot in it that gets really painful, right?
that gets really tight.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Charlie horse, son.
Anyway, that's
it's
gonna
not
hurt.
tearing it, or else you're not going to be walking for.
So that's called a knot.
Yeah, I get those in my foot sometimes.
See, that's what I get. Sometimes if I stretch my leg out too far, I'll get one in my calf. Yeah, it's just a muscle knot.
And it sucks. Because the human body is a mistake.
Look, the human body alone disproves the idea that a god created us.
Okay, so now this isn't quite that, because it's mostly that, like, my leg starts to stretch outward, and honestly, sometimes I don't even know what the hell it is. I should probably talk to a doctor, but it happens so rarely, I don't really care.
So what triggers it? Because it could be the same thing I have going on.
So what happened is my leg is like like my foot's almost parallel to the rest of my leg, and it just goes tense, pull, and I can't pull my foot back up again or anything. But if I pull it back up with my hand, I force it. It stops. It's like a gimbal lock. It's like I can't fix it anymore, boss. Anyway, this man was asking you, hey, do you like birds? You want to help a bird? Please help my bird. She was cool. She knew how to use this cool thing that Strahd has.
What's the thing?
Ooh. First off, one thing that I'm thinking about. That's how that room is. Well, she called it the over there, and it can take you over there. But she could use it in different ways too. Like she could make you come back from where you were.
But over there has to stand on its own.
Thanks, Superman. This is how we solve drug problems. We just tell them, hey, you could, over there, yeah.
Superman killed that kid.
I love it. I love it. It's like, I'm going to walk around the America and I'm going to kill this child. Yay.
I don't think Disney knows what we're talking about. Terrible comics. Superman burned a whole bunch of drug dealers' drugs with his heat vision. And he told a kid to go tell the drug dealers what happened. That kid's dead.
Superman, no.
And his reasoning why he doesn't stop all the drug crime is, well, you see, that if I stop them, they'll just go somewhere else. They'll be over there. And it's not until over there has to work on its own. It's not until over there is here that we can stop it.
Which
That's a lot of
almost feels
talk.
like he's trying to make a point
No.
about being a tight-knit community, but at the same time, Jesus Christ, is that clumsy writing.
Yeah, it was a really bad comic for the most part.
Also, I totally see anime eyes like right here and right here. Do you not see the anime eyes?
See, like, green smudging.
Oh, I see them now. That's weird.
Mhm.
Oh gosh! No, I actually see what you mean. Oh wow. That's funky. That's spunky. Ah,
And
I don't
there's
see it.
more eyes, but those are the more prominent ones I saw.
lady dogs a lot. You and your dog are getting to the top of these stairs as the cold winter wind, well, the cold wind of the Castle Ravenloft starts to beat you around the ears. He's like, please, I do just simply ask that you help my little bird friend. I bet you would love to
Well,
use the overworld. It can take you really fun places.
well, if it's magical, I don't know how much I could help. So
No, you don't
I'll
have to help with the machine. You have to find the bird.
you said the bird was locked behind magic.
No. No, she's, from best I know, she got taken by some people who like to do magic.
Hmm.
Into some of their basements, from what I can guess. I just want my friend back. And if you help me with that, I'll tell you how to use the over there.
All right.
We're gonna
Well,
get killed.
if I help you with this, you have to guarantee that Strahd doesn't know this.
Wait, what did you just say? Because you get interrupted by crunchies.
If I help you with this, you have to guarantee that Strahd doesn't understand that I did this.
Ooh, that's a really big order, though.
I mean, you're technically asking me to go against his orders as
So at this point, he like steps out onto the landing of the top floor. As
Where
in,
Strahd
he's
is
now
sitting.
walking under the open air. Do you follow him out there? Do you want to like go into the nice open air?
Yeah, Jocelyn will be behind.
La shushka. Oh my, I. Oh wait, oh cool. There's no. Sorry, I gotta put it. Set on the ambient lighting. Blink. I love it. I love it a lot. There's also no technically any walls here, but hey, I forgot to take care of that. Whoops. As you walk out into the wide open blue, out of the small stereo pocket, he's like, cool. Now I gotta show you that thing over there. And he points behind him, and what you see is, let me see if I, here we go. There's a dark, unnatural fog that is honestly almost getting kind of solid. You can feel the clouds in front of your hands. And in the distance, you can see that the large spire has a huge doorway leading in, and inside, beyond this thick, solid fog, you see an eye. As in a big, round, glowing eye, and a slit down the middle where the pupil is. It's looking right at you, Martha.
Okay, Purple Bomb II, I did not expect this of anything tonight. Like the the odd sensation of drowning and like suffocating on sand, that odd pressures. Nah. This I did not want tonight. What is that?
I think he wants to introduce himself, actually. And he does. I am the eye of the night, the lighthouse that sees. I decide the coastline. I control the seas. But Bella, can you roll me a will save?
I will attempt a will save.
Good
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
luck.
Oh no,
Dizzy,
Alright.
just put down what we're doing.
Yeah, we're just chilling. Can't
Shawarma.
sleep.
You ever had shawarma?
Anyway, as you guys are having a fun time downstairs, just a grand old time. It is about. You actually managed to get some sleep at a certain point. You're not quite sure why. It's getting foggy outside. Maybe it's just too much moonlight beaming in, giving you all these weird creeps and feels. But at some point, just natural fatigue lulls you into a lovely little sleep. To the best of your understanding. Oh, it was actually this LSD drug. LCD drug. I injected you with
Christy
plasmas.
invented it.
You now have high fidelity TV. You wake up late in the morning. And when you do... oh wait, excuse me, Martha. I need to pull you to the scene. I love that button
Yeah.
exists. Martha is walking down the stairs, who also feels quite rested, but doesn't really recall what happened last night. Other than that, your little pupper's still with you, like going like pat pat pat. To you, to the best of
Right.
what you know, you were looking at this big eyeball that was poking out of the fog, and then you just stood in front of this door. Someone
That
spent the
was
whole night out and about.
I just
I just
found a Shaska gif.
Good. Burrito wants.
yeah.
I love pups. That's smart.
Activate cozy mode.
Maximum comf. It's the best. Anyway, let me just give you permissions to see the bird goal if you want to. Here you go. Well, Martha?
Yeah. I'll walk in feeling rested, but since I don't remember anything, I'm just gonna walk to the couch and try to go to sleep. But
When you walk over there, you notice that it's morning. It's easily like 8.
Jesus,
You lost your whole night by the looks of it. Or you went up there very late in the evening and you only lost like an hour.
well, alright then. How you two sleep? Find any sleep at all, or was it just another?
Some.
Yeah. Probably top 5 worst sleeps I've had.
Probably 10 for me.
Yeah.
So, got your liver?
I mean, yeah, still all here.
Actually surprised about that.
Yeah, congrats on not dying.
Yeah, Hilla just showed me a door with an L on it. Just it was weird, but
So why did he show you this door?
mm, uh, oh right, something on a bird.
Are you sure you didn't get to sleep? Because that sounds like a weird dream.
Honestly, that thing looks like a bad nightmare. I did not like it one bit, but I mean, it wants me to help a friend. I'm okay with that.
So are you on the PCP?
That stands for Protected Contractual PP. Got him.
I've been gotten.
No. Your employer stands behind Martha at this point. He's been standing there for like a moment.
Anthony, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How do you sleep?
I slept like a rose. I think that's what they call it.
Do
I
roses
don't think
sleep?
Yeah. Do they?
It doesn't
I think
matter if
some
roses sleep, it
flowers
matters
do.
that I slept like a rose. Now then. I've business to attend to. I think you have your own business to attend to. I think one of you has like a sword to pick up something. I'm going to go downstairs and talk to good old Strahd in his private study. And I'm going to get this matter settled. Thanks again for all the tips and tricks. Gives you a big wink.
Yeah, just don't drink so much that you get kidnapped this time.
Also, since you're sleeping fine, don't follow anything that looks untoward.
The thing I followed last night was a small ball of stabbing.
And it somehow got you in less trouble than the small metal boy.
I think I followed the most untoward thing.
Well,
I don't think it could be more untoward.
I think that you are just a little bit tense after finally being allowed to relax. So, I'll be seeing you whenever you get back. Take your time. I'll be around here for a while. I'm sure I can get Strahd to give me a nice tour of the place with the local surrounding lands if I want to. And I'll have everything taken care of. Oh, by the way, he recommended that if you are heading towards Valaki, I think. We talked in private a little bit, but he mentioned in passing, as it were, that you might want to drop by the old bone grinder. Apparently, some nice old ladies live there. We're more than willing to help you on your way. Anyway, see ya.
Bye, Anthony. And now I feel the man on the fact that there's a bird in a basement that knows how to operate an over there that can do it over here. Man, they're all
That's a
too quick.
really
Aren't they?
weird statement.
It is. I didn't follow half of it, but apparently, Piddlewick wants us to save this bird.
Who's
Well,
Piddlewick?
Piddlewick is the little thing that I saw last night.
Sorry, there's too many characters in this already.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go get my sword.
As you walk outside, you
And
notice that your sword is like on a small strap attached to the wall.
And my
Like-
shield.
and what about our gifted silver sword?
Well, you have your sword back, Martha. Ain't that just great?
Well, Crucius. I was borrowing Martha's sword because I feel
That's what
weird
I
not
mean.
having one.
Now Martha has her sword back too.
What about our,
Well,
like Martha said, what about our magic blade? The silvery one. A shiny.
What?
Strahd said something about a silver blade.
Yes, when you've done your job.
Oh, I thought we were getting it
Oh,
for the werewolves. Okay. Well, let's go stab some werewolves.
All right, to the
Hmm.
cart.
It's the worst that could happen.
I mean,
Da-da-da-da-da.
we could be assailed by a giant bat that snaps Crucius' sword again.
God damn it.
You know what? That seems like a great way to end the session. Snapping that sword in half.
Again.
Just break it over my knee.
Yeah, it's like one of those Eric Andre show title cards. Just snap the sword. Da 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 da.
Okay, I think I'm gonna
We'll
look
be
for this.
right back.
Okay, here we go. Give me 5 seconds. It's gonna reload because it's gonna upload a new module that's gonna make travel across long distances a bit less annoying. It will now snap to destination when you go far enough.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Where did Crush? There you are. Just a very small token. Oh, cool. The settings aren't that great. Because I don't want you dragging through half the castle and seeing everything between the walls. I wish you could just have blind movement. That seems like a great thing to have. You're gonna have visibility metrics, have that stuff too. Where is animation tools? Oh, cool. It has all the features deleted. Distance threshold. No, I want duration threshold. I want 1 second. I've taken more than a second. I also want to set up the animation speed a bit more. Bloop. So now, people move faster, and they also move instantaneously sometimes.
Here's the one I was thinking of. There it is. There's the GIF.
Oh yeah.
Fucking bicycle. The heck's going on, my dude? All right, well, Crucius, you have your sword.
I do. My weapons
Martha,
are
you
now
have a pup.
repaired.
You have a boy.
I do have a girl.
You also notice that there are distinct. Okay, let me just get rid of all these keep guards and Rahadin and all these fine gentlemen. There are distinctly less guards around at this point. Distinctly.
Probably wherever Strahd is.
When you get down to the bottom floor, however, you are confronted by a tiny man.
Tiny baby man.
Little baby man.
Baby man.
Peeks
Tiny
the
baby.
light around the corner. And he waves at you. It's Piddlewick.
Oh. Hello, you.
Oh, that wasn't a hallucination.
It
Somehow.
was.
Still not convinced of that.
I mean, you guys are seeing it too.
Well, that's a little rude, but hey,
Hi.
you wanna see that thing I was talking about? The over there? His
I
mouth
mean,
is half agape as if he's trying to smile, but. eh.
its smile sounds like rusted nails.
Your rusted nails. Gosh, I love it when I don't have any idea where the hell half these stairs go. Okay, that goes up 130 feet to map 5. Gosh, I remember finding this cool Barovia map, the Ravenloft map, that was like aligned everything on the map. It was great.
So, Curses, how do you feel about going to see something that Strahd probably doesn't want us to see?
We are literally in Strahd's castle. He is the legal authority of the land, and I'm pretty sure there's magic.
I don't know if
Well, it's your authority
should-
to defy them if you want to. But on the other hand, if you want to follow law, you can just follow law. Little Pillowicks just gonna be like, okay, see you then.
Yeah, I'm just going to defer to the group. Just be like, oh yeah,
Pillowwick is under no desire to push you to do what you don't want to do.
If you two want to go, I will not, but you can.
It's a great way to split the party.
Yeah, I don't.
Be over there later.
Yeah, we don't really have any reason
But first, small person, Piddlewick.
I am
That's
small.
your name.
He's baby. Yeah,
Your
Pillowwick
friend.
the second.
Our person told us that your friend was taken from you unjustly.
Yes.
Can you tell us roughly where this taken person is? Any details? I don't appreciate those being taken unjustly.
Well, I know that he was taken to the village of Barovia by some. I think they're call them cultists.
Cultists in Barovia. Didn't see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
Sarcastically.
Well, there's lots of people in Barovia who do lots of things. But some people, they like to ask people that already have power, like, really nice, like, hey, will you please give us a little bit too? And that's what they're like.
It sounds like the ladies.
I think Strahd calls them the pawns in his game. I think it's fun. I like pawns, and I like chess. You get to push pieces around, and you push them according to a certain way. And then you win.
Or you lose. One of the two.
But that's mean.
Sometimes you don't lose or win. Sometimes it's a stalemate and it takes forever. And
That's
it gets really
boring.
See, we agree on that one. Well, when we pass through Barovia, I will look for your friend. Could you give me a description?
Bird.
There
yeah.
are many birds. I need more than that.
Well, I mean, I've been in Barovia, so I imagine that wherever they go is like, it's either a big building for lots of people or lots of people in a small building. Whatever doesn't make sense. Or like that trick clowns do, where they all fit into this big box and they roll it up on stage.
I mean, could you describe your friend a little more?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, she's a bird and a person. A bird person. And she has one eye is all purple and the other eye is like normal, like green.
Okay, two colored eyes.
She's kind of grumpy, all hunched over and go rah, 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 rah.
Does she have hands or wings?
Hands. She uses them to grab things, just like me.
Just like all of us, really.
Yes, but you see, some races don't have hands. So she's probably a Kenku. I will keep my eyes open and look for your friend while we are next in Barovia.
I mean, if you guys are going to go someplace else, you're either going to Barovia Village or you're going to Vallaki. That's just how the roads work around here.
Yeah, I believe Vallaki is our first. Oh wait, no, we've been to Vallaki. Never mind.
I'm quite sure that it's nothing about that whole sacrifice business. You have all the time in the world.
Well,
he does a little spin on his foot.
We are going out of character. We are going to Barovia, right? That's in our way.
No, going to the winery is. Let me just pull up the Barovia maps a bit more appropriate way. You're going over here.
Let me load the thing.
Yeah.
Loading.
Like this winery is all the way on. Okay, I'll wait until I see your name tags appear. Oh.
Giga Herga.
Oh, eh. Just ain't loading for you, huh?
Nope. Doesn't feel like it.
Maybe if I pull you over here first, and then I pull you over there.
Just gonna refresh.
In the Barovia map, I fixed the file size problem. So
Oh, I saw it. For just a second, I saw it. Then it went away. I'm gonna refresh the page.
Oh, today doing that too.
ba 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 ba.
Oh yeah, I see it.
The map can be seen with your eyes.
People can use eyes to
Wow.
see things.
I can see it. I can fight. Barovia was where we're at. So yeah, Valaki's a different place. Oh, Valaki is up there.
Yep. So as I mentioned, the winery is all the way over here.
Oh, that's a long path.
But the stuff that we were asked to look into was on the way to it.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
lake.
Your intermediate destination is yonder. Like a
Is that
small
where we
detour.
dropped?
It's like a detour of a couple of miles. This is not a big deal.
I'm sure going to Barovia first would not add that much time to our escape.
Now,
I mean,
if you were to go straight through the forest with like a sled, you'd probably get there in like an hour. Sledding down the mountainside through the trees.
wait, what's the elevation difference between Barovia and
Several hundred feet.
Castlereagh? Okay, so if I use my magic gliding wings, which I can temporarily give to other people, could we glide to Barovia over the trees?
Can you show me the specifics on how this gliding actually works?
I need you to send me the Archon sheet again, then.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna look up gliding rules.
Gonna have to do some Pythagoras shit.
Listen,
Because
you
I
get,
also do need that sheet.
you get your Euclidean geometry out of here.
It's time to bring out the ninja kite.
Well, the only one I can find is that for Leshies.
Well, you had set up one and given it to me.
Well,
With,
here's the rules that Leshies use, which I think is more than appropriate for this. You glide towards the ground. You move 5 feet down per 25 feet forward. So you can by 5, factor 5.
Okay.
So several hundred feet. What are we dealing with exactly? I'd say like 200 feet or so, 200, 300 feet. Length. Actually, it could be more. I don't know. Like, actually, there is a way to know, and I gotta pull up Tselenka Pass for that. Tselenka Pass is the only place that has like a good overlap between the two, and I guess to an extent Yesterhill does. Let me just pull up those maps and take a look at how high they are, and I can give you a proper estimation. Oh no, wait! Like this section here is like 150 feet, so yeah, probably like 150, 300 feet. Because it is on top of a little hill. Let me pull up that map of how tall Barovia Castle itself is. Because you could, if you really wanted to, go to that platform that you were on yesterday. You get an extra 200 feet.
Just imagine the people in Barovia look up and 3 people with like fiery angel wings just land.
So you would have like
One of them holding a dog.
So you'd have like
Gotta do the superhero landing.
500 feet. So you'd have like please numbers, please.
Well, no, Shaska has the wings. Crucius is holding Martha.
No. We can't do a superhero landing like
Even
that.
with that, you'd only go like half a mile. Gosh.
Damn.
Yeah, people vastly misunderestimate just how not high tall things are compared to their horizontal length.
I just didn't know how high the land difference was.
No, it's not enough for a straight run, but you could always just, glide your way down to the ground and just walk.
Yeah, I guess a lot of distance out of the way.
Cool. If you want to do that, I'll say that you make it to Barovia Village in a moderate amount of time.
I'm game for this. But seriously, can you send me that Archon sheet, and I'll save it this time?
Oh my goodness. The question is if I can find it. I can. I'm just being facetious. And I kind of want to go tinkle, but that's for different days, different people.
Go tinkle,
No.
Probably after you send me the sheet, and then go tinkle.
pee boy.
You already called me Butter Boy.
Good news, you're both.
No.
Hey, at least you're not Ringo with Essence of Boy.
What the
like
heck
the
does
fact
that
that-
even mean?
Curses
Ringo
the
played a
plan.
video game that gave him nicknames, and he got Essence of Boy, so Claire and I have never stopped calling him it.
Gosh, you know what? I'm gonna go. How do I export this as a freaking? I want to share it. That's what I want to do. I want to share it. Share it. I want to give you the sharing
Share
file.
the love.
Here, I'm gonna go pee.
There's a
Pee.
Curses glide plan.
Jinky.
Landing strategy. Apparently, Crucius learned from Professor Ozpin. See, yeah, I was a winged Archon. I'm immune to falling damage.
You're immune to falling damage,
Yes.
so you could.
As long as I am aware, I never take falling damage. Ever. I also can cast Featherfall at will as much as I want, which gives you bright fiery wings.
That's kind of rad.
That is right.
Okay, there it is. Gliding maneuver is one of them I took. You trained your wings enough to allow for a glide. You can glide up to your base speed per 10 feet of falling. Also, next level, I can get another class feat.
Racial feat.
Yes.
Is it gonna be unyielding justice? Oh wait, no, you need to be a stalwart.
Oh,
Never mind.
first.
Yeah, sadly, I didn't get stalwart. Lesser celestial magic might be okay. It gives me comprehend language, protection, and calm emotions. They can use once at each. Or let's see, what do I get for winged? Limited flight, which becomes a focus spell, which would give me 3 focus points per day. Or divine smite. You make a single strike. This strike benefits from the effects of True Strike and deals an extra weapon die of alignment damage.
Yeah, that
Which
becomes
I can,
flat-footed.
but I can also add my Retributive Strike to that. And I can add my other champion abilities, just make like a glowing death sword.
Bup. I'm back.
Oh boy.
The only one I wish I could get from another Archon archetype would be menacing.
Menacing.
I can stare at people so hard they start to feel pain.
Ow. Oof. Wait, what?
Yeah, gliding maneuver as you had in here, Safi.
Mhm.
I can move my base speed per 10 feet of falling.
Yep. Fair enough. Your
But yeah,
base-
so we go to Barovia.
You take the really weird way around, climbing down the hill and just walking over the rest of the way.
Flying over half the hill.
And from there, it's actually pretty easy because you know,
It's easier to go down a hill than up it.
definitely, especially if you have someone who can like keep the rope steady and then glide down on their own accord afterwards. Like saves you all the trouble, really. Marvelous.
I have ropes and grappling hooks.
After a while, you make your way back to good old-fashioned Tinkertown with your boy. You also run into Morgantha at some point. And, of course, the Herb Lady, and everyone else is always occupying this gosh darn village.
The gang's all here.
The gang's all here.
Wow.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm gonna pick up a healer's kit.
What an
Probably
idea.
smart.
What a concept. Well, you have yourself a healer kit now as you guys are in town, and I think, unless you want to keep going, we can call it here for the night. And then tomorrow, we're going to see about that cult that's supposedly in town, keeping birds, making turkeys for Thanksgiving.
You mean next week?
Next week, yes. Next time.
Next time. Same
Time
Strahd
on
time,
Dragon
same
Ball
Strahd.
Z.
Can the gang successfully save the bird, or will they end up slaughtered by their inability to negotiate? I mean, to be fair, you have like a ranger on your team, and honestly, could be far worse. If you had an investigator, that'd be even better. But you already got a leg up with a bounty hunter. I don't know what you went for archer, so. But hey,
And we eventually have a bounty. And we gotta hunt it.
glean content. Oh gosh, they have experience tracker and hunt prey. Gosh, Bella.
Yes.
Gotta track.
The minute anyone like even remotely goes, actually, I'm a cultist, you can just go, I'm gonna find your mother. Take out a big old
I also have
magnifying
exper-
glass.
I actually also have experience tracker.
Well, then the two of you can have a lot of fun following this guy. I guess because
Wait.
you're both for bounty hunters.
Yeah, we double dipped in bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are? Oh yeah, you're Marshall. So cool, Marshall. Well, let's see that fun bird's up to any good. As you guys start knocking on people's door, going, "Hey, we believe you might be holding a bird against their will, and may or may not be a cult dedicated to evil. Would you like to answer this survey?"
Hello. Would you like to answer 3 questions about our Lord and Savior, evil?
Sure
wait for
love
the
some
third
evil,
spawn.
huh?
Man, I sure do love evil things and doing evil sacrifices.
Take out like a
So-
little cheat sheet with some things that are evil to do. I sure love picking the locks of private locations.
Oh no
Done
no!
any
Cruz just looks at her
crimes
hand.
lately?
No, Cruz just looks at her hand. I sure do love. Looks at the writing on her palm. Stealing from old ladies. Morgantha's behind her. What?
No,
Oh, sorry,
no.
I mean kicking puppies, and then and Shaska's like, what?
Shaska.
The saddest puppy in the world.
I sure do love making out with vampires. And then Delilah's one.
Eyebrow wiggle.
It's like everyone gets insulted. I sure do love stealing from nobility, and then Anthony's like, I was here for a visit. What?
God, being evil is hard. It's like
Maybe-
no one likes you and you're evil.
And maybe you cultists, being evil as well, can sympathize with me and my inexperience, and perhaps show me inside and teach me the ropes. Wiggle, wiggle.
No, even worse. While she's doing all this, she has her wings out.
I like the halo
has,
on their
like-
head.
Yeah, she's like glowing radiant energy wings.
Holy
Boy, I
Avenger.
love crime.
Oh, great. Now I have to go get it.
There's like a giant Christian cross on the shield. Like Zelda.
So,
I sure am feeling unlawful today.
Oh man, I dropped my Bible. Whoops.
which did make me think about this.
Oh, yes. The station has to stay if we cause more crime. Moomin crime. Oh, Snufkin, you really were on top of everything, weren't you?
God, Snufkin. Let's go commit some crime.
Yeah, when in doubt, crime.
Yeah, the number one option. Let's commit crime.
Our options are crimes or no crimes. I think the answer is obvious.
Unless you're some kind of knock.